That is me. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Bald Guys edition of Sporking News Podcast, because bald is beautiful. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. It is a solo show. That usually means someone will pop in, because I can never do a solo show by myself, but I will try. No, hey, everybody. Thank you for being here. TT, thank you for asking. Yes, I feel much better. If you guys were here, I don't know why I'm wearing these. If you guys were here on Saturday for a fantastic dump with MVP, MVP was on the show. Max is a great dude. Please check it out. I was not there. I got a stomach bug my kids had during the week. Thought I got through it. Went to work Saturday morning, left after a half hour, and projectiled the rest of the day with a fever. It was hell. And a little bit yesterday too, but started feeling better. And I'm holding it together today. So thank you for everybody that supported that show. It was a great turnout. A lot of people watching live, a lot of people watched after. That Saturday show is becoming something really special. We have some great people on the panel. Not always on the panel, but becoming regulars like Jane Theory and The Gospel, according to Mark with a C, Raging Rhino, George the Giant Slayer, and then you have as always, you have Culture Casino, most of the time Mad Martigan, who hosted and did a great job. Don't tell him I said that. Mr. Grant Gregory, I said, I think, and I think that's it. If I'm missing someone, I feel like a jerk, but I don't think I am. Next Saturday, meaning the Saturday coming up, we will have Ryan from RK Outpost on as our guest, so make sure you guys check that out. We will see who's in the chat right now for our beautiful Mondays. We've been doing this for a few months now, and I'm enjoying them. We got Eric K saying, hey, all. He was the first one here, so I appreciate that. Gap Stargate. Gap saying hail, and Tommy, the Guinea Pig Collective, says hello and sending us over here early. Tommy has a great show on Mondays. It's going old school. It's a retro discussion. I think he did The Crow tonight. And I believe it starts at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. So guys, check that out. He'll do movies. I'm thinking he also does the like figurines and toys and stuff like that. But he discusses old school stuff, has usually a topic every week. So make sure you guys check that out. Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, 6 p.m. Eastern every Monday. He's a great dude and a good friend. Who else do we have here? Keely Chow saying, hey, everybody. TT, we've talked to Bone. Hail, Sporking News Podcast. The Guinea Pig sent me here. Bone, it has been a while and is damn good to see you. The Ginger Ninja. Why, hello, everyone. Looking forward to the show. It's just me. I don't know if that's a great show. Makini Draws. Hail, Scott. Hail, the chat. Makini's pushing to 1,000 people. Support him if you haven't supported him yet. Tina Bojan. Loveliest, most forgiving person I know. I swear I'll send that out to you. I'm lazy. She knows what I'm talking about. She won a gift. Actually, she didn't even win. Shane won the gift, gave it to her, and it's been like a year almost, I think. I am horrible at that stuff, but she still loves me and shows up, so I love her. The lovely Sherry talking about lovely. How are you? Who else do we have? We have a super chat from Eric. Eric K says, for $5, who is this guy and how did I get here? He is never on this channel. I know. There's been quite a few times I have not made my own dumps. That didn't sound right. You know what I mean, though. God, I really should have thought that one. I was thinking like news dump, like bringing the news, a news dump. And it took on a thing of its own. One-man show. Greetings and salutations. And we are not talking Star Wars tonight. We might be talking Disney, but we are not talking Star Wars. The Time Prophet, my good man, says you are looking fitter tonight. You lost that weight you had in the last stream. Yeah, I puked it out. I'm actually, from the new year, I am down like 12, 30, 40, 15 pounds. And I also shaved, so maybe that helps. I still feel chubby. I got to get down to like 185. I'm at like 203, 205 right now, so we'll work on that. But I'm working on it. Got to stay around for the kids. Storyman Jack, great channel, great dude. Have to have you on a Wednesday dump. Storyman is always good on a panel. If you guys have a show out there, invite the man. His channel is awesome. He does some great, he's a great writer. He really is. So please check him out. Cody Guy, what is up, channel member? How you doing, my friend? Thank you for supporting the channel. We have a lot of channel members in the audience, just like Zaz, who has a channel and is a really cool dude. So Sporkerz, thank you, my friend. Check him out. Check out his channel. You're also with the I'm gonna screw up the name of your podcast. I'm sorry, dude. Is it Salty Texans? Put that in there. With Max, right? You and Max have that one with a couple other people. Check it out. Really cool. Scott is going to replace Jada Pinkett Smith in G.I. Jane. That ain't funny, dude. That ain't funny. You know what happens to dudes that say that shit. Yeah, damn it. I have it on the wrong one too. It'd be so much better if I was on the dump right now, because then I could have just done this. Where is it? Where are you? Where are you?
Keep fucking my wife's mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
It's true. It's true. I don't know if that was funny. I find it funny. Thank you to Mr. Grant Gregory for making that for me. What else do we got? Yeah, R.I.P. Star Wars. Dude, it is done. It is so done. Anybody watch Moon Knight? I watched that first episode. I see a lot of people crapping on it. I didn't think it was horrible. I don't think it was great, but I don't think it was horrible. Okay, so I know they're kind of going a flip with it. So like one of his alter ego, spoilers for Moon Knight, the alter ego is going to be in charge of the series, I guess. And Mark will be in the background, if I have that correct. I only watched it once. Usually I watch the show a couple times to really get a feel for it. I didn't hate it. I actually thought there were some funny parts to it. I kind of liked how he went in and out. I didn't think it was too bad, but I already feel like it's, I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to hate something just because everybody hates it. I like what I like, you know? I watched General Hospital back in the day. I mean, I haven't seen it in like 15 years, but it's probably only like a week and a half later. That's how those shows go. My grandmother and mom watched it. I got into it. Falcon Crest too. If anybody remembers that, holy crap. Whoa, Eric K, a new member. Welcome to the Hot Pie level, man. Thank you so much. That is, I'm honored, dude. I am honored to have you. I'm honored to have everybody who's a member. It blows my mind. People pay money, and I am horrible at being a channel member type person. I really got to like maybe take away one of these nights, because I can only stream 3 nights a week. I have 3 kids and a family and a full-time job, and I work a lot, but I got to find time to do member streams. So I'm thinking either like after or before a dump on Saturday. I'm thinking like before the dump on Saturday, I'll do like member streams. You guys can help me with some ideas for the show. Tell me if you guys would be into that. Like usually I start my show at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. If I started like a 7:30 and went for like 45 minutes, member stream, maybe a little brainstorming, some ideas, or maybe like 7 p.m., something like that. Let me know if you guys think that's a good idea, but thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. Time Prophet saying, not sure why you called yourself Mads in the last stream. That is wrong, sir. That is wrong. That is wrong. The CJH. I'm sorry, brother. Woo. How are you? Greetings. Great channel. He is growing like a madman. Check him out. Good dude. Yes. Salty Texas C. I'm sorry. It's on Tuesdays. I can always drop in one of these weeks. We'll have to talk. That'd be fun. TT, I know nothing about Will's wife. Did she play a part in G.I. Jane type movie? No. She has alopecia and she shaved her head, and Chris Rock made a joke because G.I. Jane shaved her head. That was all that was. She was in movies in the 90s and slept with Tupac. That's allegedly. That's all I know of her. I know she was in something. I get her confused with somebody else too, though. I think she was in like a heist movie. I saw, yeah. Poetic Justice was, is that a movie? Yeah, wait a minute. Was that with Janet Jackson? I forget what movie she was in now. Shit. Help me out. I am lost. Oh, I know she was in the Matrix, but I mean like the second Matrix, but like before that in the 90s. I'm trying to remember what she was in. I knew you would love Moon Knight. I mean, there's no question. But I'm not saying I hate it. I enjoyed it. I actually thought it wasn't as bad. Like, I see everybody hating on it, and I'm not ready to say it's trash. I feel like everybody's just ready to say things are trash. And that's nothing against everybody, because I have to like block out that I hate some of these executives and some of these creators and some of these actors. It's getting harder and harder, but I've learned to like I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear that. My pump is going and I'm like right next to it. I have a well. Okay. So, I don't know if that sometimes influences what we think, but I really try going in, like just letting it all go. And Ethan Hawke looking like Kevin Bacon. I mean, come on. Can't miss that. But it wasn't too bad. George Lucas, R.I.P. Star Wars. I'm sorry, George. I'm so sorry, man. You sold them to white slavers. What do you expect? Shouldn't have sold your children. Yeah, it was decent, Zaz. I agree. One Man Show says Moon Knight is starting off in the wrong direction. They could still fix it if they choose to. See, give me a little bit more of that. Why do you think it's in the wrong direction? Is it because of the character they decide to focus on, like the persona? Because like I'd rather have Mark Spector. Is that the cool, Indiana Jones type? Instead of like his alter ego, Steven or whatever it is. Walton. What? It's not enough that you enslave him as a wrench. Now you extract precious funds from your diligent workers. I know, right? Mark's 47. I must be doing pretty good. To get Eric here all the time, I'm doing pretty good. I'm telling you. Those Sparkrotics. Those Sparkotic Modics. Spark Nerdotic Modics. I got to think of a name for my mods. And like steal some from Nerdrotic because everyone thinks that's what I do. So why shouldn't I just lean into it? Free folk of the fandom. Hail to you, my friend. And TT, we'll finish off with TT at the moment saying, I liked the first episode of Moon Knight, but I did think they made it unnecessary confusing with the main character's name. Yeah, I think they did that on purpose. We'll see. Again, I like to, I'm so sick of shows being like limited series. Call it a limited series if it's going to be a limited series, but 6 episodes, like, is that all we're getting? I thought it was bad when Game of Thrones went to 10 and then they dropped, in the last seasons, whatever. But like, I always felt like at least 12 give us. And like, okay, Game of Thrones was kicking out a lot of money. 10 was okay, but damn, dude, like 6 episodes? Come on. Just make it a movie then. I spilled. Liam Neeson's chin. It's good to see you. The chin is here. Yes, the chin is here. Marby Dog is here. Good to see you. Hope you are feeling better. I am. Thank you very much. I really am. I really appreciate everybody asking me on Twitter and stuff like that. It was a rough one. It's hard for me to miss a dump, but then also miss one with a guest on it. That if I wasn't bedridden, like I don't take naps, and I slept all day Saturday, so it was rough, man. But thank you. Alopecia sounds like the name of a Western movie. Yeah, Clint Eastwood. Matrix 2 and 3 are the only movies I ever saw her in. She voiced the hippo in Madagascar. Did not know that, the lovely Sherry. She was in Gotham. Okay, I do remember that. She was the crime boss. What in the 90s, though? What made her... She was famous in the 90s, and I just can't think of anything she was in. Will Smith did a skit with Chris Rock before where Chris Rock dressed... I know, it wasn't even a skit. That was in... Was that a skit? I thought that was an actual episode of The Fresh Prince. I thought it was an episode of The Fresh Prince. What up, Jane in the house? Good to see you, Jane. TT, there's no reason to go up on a stage and hit someone. Yeah, I know. Stage for a rating grab. They saw how the other award ceremonies were doing and had to get something to get the ratings. Maybe. Jane, I got to bring something up. I don't know if you saw it. Maybe I didn't share it in our Saturday chat. So if you go to that stream we did where I think the title of my stream is what? Wait a minute. What is the title of that stream? I'll tell you right now. The title of the stream I am about to talk about is Woke Activist Blame White Suppist for Will Smith Slap. If you do newest comments, there's a gentleman on there that just didn't even watch our discussion and pretty much called me a white soup. Oh no, he did call me a white soup. Called me a grapist. No, not a grapist. That would be horrible. Well, you know what I mean. A hater of other colors. Said a lot of mean things. And then I realized this guy has he is just a hater of people. It's funny. He's like my first true, I've had haters before. This was the first true, just for no reason. At least watch my shit and then hate me. Don't not watch mine. The reason why he wrote on mine is because I had less than 600 views at the moment and knew I would read the comments. He got me on that one. It was pretty funny. What's up, Mr. Grant? Let's see. Bone says, I don't watch anything Disney or Marvel. Good for you, man. I'm about ready to say the same thing with Disney. Where they're going, I cannot follow. Classic Disney, it makes me laugh because it doesn't. It's actually sad. We had the heiress of Walt Disney come out against the Florida bill, yet her grandfather, Walt Disney would have been supporting this from day one. He believed in creating a magical experience, not an ideology of left or right. Everyone was supposed to feel comfortable at Disney World. And now it's a focus that we have to make these people feel more special than these people. And I don't understand. Everyone should feel special. He was not the most perfect person. Don't get me wrong on that. But his philosophy with Walt Disney World was to be open to everyone. Granted, there's a lot of Mason stuff hidden in Walt Disney. Think about it. Mickey Mouse, Master Mason, I actually think there was a Masonic Lodge hidden in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. There's also a 33rd Club in Frontierland or something like that. I mean, that's a Masonic number. So, I mean, he was a Masonic guy. Also might be an anti-Semite. So I'm not saying the man was perfect, but is it, to me, it's almost as bad as hating somebody for not appreciating people enough. Hating people just because of who they are. Isn't that bad no matter what direction you go? I don't know. I'm a white male. What am I supposed to? I'm not really supposed to say much. But I love to talk. Zaz says people just can't wait to hate stuff. That is true. I'm trying not to be that person anymore. Menace to Society. Thank you, dude. I knew. I was Poetic Justice. I was about to say Boys in the Hood. I knew there was one movie back then that I watched many, many times that she was in. And that was it. Okay. Oh, they are. So what didn't you like about episode 1? What I didn't like, I rather have them gone with the Mark Spector. Just let's go with it. But if they go to it quickly and we see why this happened, I'll be fine with that. If this drags on for 3 out of the 6 episodes, I think I'll have a problem with that. Because I want to see Moon Knight, the badass he is, in control of the character and not let's get away from the psychological stuff that they just recently got into and make it the character it has been from the beginning. Yeah, the Gotham series. She was good in that, actually. Was she in red lingerie in the Tupac music video? I wouldn't doubt it. Menace, yes. See, I can't believe I forgot that. What up, Soul Assassin? Yeah, Mark Spector is the mercenary. Stephen Grant, philanthropist. Jack Loxley is the cab driver, which I don't know if we'll see him. Maybe. Who was the original Persona Moon Knight character? I want to say that's Mark Spector. I think the cab driver, Jake, was his alter ego to be able to like kind of go around the city as in character to get more information, because Cabby always gets good information. I could be wrong about that. I only read a little Moon Knight, so I don't know a lot about him. Oh, that sucks, man. Well, if you can't catch up, watch it later. I could always use the views later. Sporkmotics. Oh my God, I like it. Sporkmotics. That's what you all are. Whoever's a mod is a Sporkmotic. Eat that, Nerdrotic. A Sporkmotic. That is it. That's what we're going with. I could read the chat all night. I hope you guys don't have a problem with that. Only time I saw a Marvel show was when Netflix had them. Yeah. I wonder what they're going to do with those. I mean, Iron Fist definitely won't come back. Do you think they'll bring back Luke Cage and Jessica Jones? Because both those actors did a fine job. I actually liked Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage, I grew to like him pretty quick. I really felt bad for the dude. Iron Fist, they just casted the wrong person. You know, he just couldn't keep up with I mean, when Daredevil looks like a better martial artist than Iron Fist, you know you have a problem. And don't get me wrong, like Daredevil is a combat, he has superhuman abilities, but Iron Fist is like supposed to be the greatest, if not one of the greatest martial artists. Shang-Chi or whatever the fuck his name is. Oh, did I swear too early? It's 23 minutes in. I could swear. So TT says, exactly, to call 6 episodes one season is just pathetic, not worth my time. Yeah, it bothers me too. Last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, 7 and 6, it makes me want to puke. It has been 10 years, 8 months, and 23 days since we had a Dance with Dragons. I just want to let you all know that. How do I know that so quickly? Because I'm a psycho. Okay? It's been 10 years, 8 months, 23 days. Okay? Gary might know the actual day amount. I just break it down. 10 years, 8 months, 23 freaking days. I am so mad at myself for defending that guy for so long. And Jane and I took a lot of crap for defending him. A lot of crap. Behind the scenes, on panels. And we probably will get a Windsor Winter. Alive or dead, we're going to get that. I just have a feeling he has enough written that somebody will shove it out after the fact. But A Dream of Spring, we're never getting. God, I hate that guy. Michael Connor, Hail Lobster, unbreaded. Oh, God, yeah. Dude. Okay, so Culture Casino made mine. He must think that the Northeast is Cajun. I don't know. He lost me on that one, too. Mark Lazor is in the house. What's up, dude? They one-man show. They are overblowing the mental illness, flipping between personalities without blackouts. The show is called Moon Knight, not the schizophrenic man. That's it. If they did it for one episode, maybe like 10 minutes into the next one, and then we understand everything, and that persona is now gone. My fear is it's going to be that persona in the majority of those 6 episodes, and that I won't like. I want to see a badass superhero, which Moon Knight is. He is the superhuman Batman, pretty much. Tommy, thank you for sending people over, my friend. Nibble, nibble. Bone. Let's see. All right, maybe I'll get to something. Tina Bojan, I'm okay with Stephen Grant being a loser to compensate for the rich debonair personality in the comics, and similar to Bruce Wayne and Indiana Jones. For a little bit. Not the whole season. That would be something that would bother me. What would have added a few different people to the build, to be fair? Walt would have added a few different people to the build, to be fair. True. Thank you. Congratulations on getting my own hater. I'm impressed. I finally got one. I remember Pinkett Smith from Menace to Society and Nutty Professor. That's true. I totally forgot Nutty Professor. Someone called Nina Infinity a racist on Twitter. That's all right. Someone called Louis C.K. a white soup. He's not white, guys. The reason he used CK is because it sounds closer to his Hispanic name or Latino name. I always screw that up. But he's Latino descent. CK he uses because it's closer to his actual last name. I know the guy has red hair, but he's actually not white. Kind of funny. And the people, okay, I got to go to this. I'm sorry. It's something that really pissed me off. These people that are doing like this Will Smith, you're trying to destroy Will Smith, but Louis C.K. can get a Grammy and no backlash. 5 years ago happened with Louis C.K. Destroyed his career, lost tens of millions of dollars. Okay? Tens of millions of dollars for asking women if he can show them the Some said yes, some said no, never forced it. Yes, he was in a position of power with some of them. I am not saying it was right. But he never actually forced it on anybody. But we could discuss that. Maybe he did. Anyways, 5 years ago, put in, career destroyed, started back at small clubs, built himself back up, and he won a Grammy because people love his comedy. You're trying to tell me that a week ago, Will Smith slapped a man, Chris Rock, his friend, on stage and then mother effed him. We're not supposed to be upset with that for like a hot minute. Louis C.K., 5 years of it. Will Smith, a week. And if you're going to start pulling that crap too, let's see. Chris Brown won a Grammy after beating the crap out of Rihanna. Who else? Who's the guy that likes to pee on girls? You know what I'm talking about. Come on, the guy, the R&B singer. Oh my God. I'm blanking on his name right now. You know what I'm talking about. He, that started in 2003 and he was up for like 15 Grammys after the fact. Let's see. P. Diddy, gun charges and won a Grammy. After that, Snoop Dogg, I think, won a Grammy after his charges. Who else? R. Kelly. Thank you. R. Kelly. How could I forget that? Dr. Dre was arrested and charged, won a Grammy after that. So don't tell me people haven't gotten arrested, gotten charged, gotten felony, and then still won Grammys. Okay? Messed up people win Grammys. So leave CK out of it. And he's not white. Stop calling him white just because he looks white. That's racist. Anyways. How couldn't they? Because he was Will Smith. Sometimes people are bigger than you expect. Will Smith, even if he isn't a mega star anymore, he will always have that mega star persona. It's like if Tom Hanks walked up and slapped a mofo. I mean, he's a mega star, dude. No one's going to walk him out. Yes. Thank you, Jane. So many athletes get so many chances. White, black, Hispanic. Doesn't matter. Male, female. You're an athlete. You get away with it unless the video is that bad. And even then, you'll get a second chance down the road. So let's not play these games, people. Leave KY out of it. Red gaze. Red gaze. That reminds me, red gaze. I was just about to change this. Holy crap, that would have sucked. But red gaze, before I talk about what I was going to talk about, has Sunsworn. And we're going to take a look at that because my friend has a campaign. Sunsworn, Wings of Vengeance. Yes, Wings of Vengeance. You could still back this, people. Back it. Right? Is this the right one? Tell me I put the right one up. Or did I fuck up again? Damn it. Did I screw up? Watch, I did it again. 109 June 7, 2021. Red Gaze. We're going to go to Red Gaze Studio. Let's just check out his, I don't know, check him out. We're going to check out his full thing. 2 campaigns. Red Gaze, help me here. I feel like I'm drowning. That's the right one. See? It's the right one. I knew it. But yeah, guys, I'll put the link into the chat. Support my friend Red Gaze, because you know what? He was the one that decided when they said, go make your own stuff then. He went and made his own stuff. And I think we should support that. I have Sunsworn Wings of Vengeance right here. If you can't see. Right. Oh, God, it's blocked. Everything's going to fall. Ba-boo. Look at this beautiful box. Open up the box. Look at that artwork from Vinny. That is... I don't even want to open it, dude. It's just so gorgeous. Look at that artwork. And you get stuff in the back, cards and stuff. It's freaking gorgeous. I even won. Hold on. I'm trying to get... Oh, God. I'm trying to get a frame for that. That's Nerium's for bonds. But I have this one. Oh, no. I put it somewhere special to keep it safe. Keep it between these two pages. Check that out, though. Boom! Look at that artwork. It's so dope. I just love this stuff. My friends Nerium, Vinny, Red, they are all very, very talented people and should be supported. So please support them. Support the gays. All right, guys. Yes, indeed, support the gays community. What's in the box? But yeah, please, guys. He is awesome. He's a good dude, good friend. And really, he went out and did it. I mean, the artwork is gorgeous. The writing is his. And it is a dope story that deserves people's eyes, man. Look at that. It's so fly. There's boobs. I mean, there's boobs. What more do you need to say? But it is a different world, a space odyssey, and you should check it out. All right. But we are going to go back to the other story I had. But thank you, gays, for being here. Stell Harris of Seinfeld in Toy Story has died at 93, man. I didn't even know. Like, she's been around forever. Forever. I didn't know she was Mrs. Potato Head. I didn't know that. I probably haven't seen Toy Story in forever. That's probably why I forgot. But I mean, this woman's just, she was around forever. 93. God, what she has saw or has seen. But yeah, Jason Alexander posted, the joy of playing with her and relishing her glorious laughter was a treat. I adore you, Estelle. Love to your family since Serenity Now and always. Serenity Now, man. One of the reasons. Serenity. I didn't just get that because I'm a druggie. I got it because it's actually Serenity Now. I should have got the whole thing, Serenity Now, but Serenity worked for me. But yeah, her and Jerry Stiller were just amazing together. I just wish they had a show of their own. That's how good they were. I don't know. What do you think? I think they were amazing. Yeah, I can't imagine making it to 93 either. We're low on gingers. I know. She was a ginger. She was a ginger, all right. Serenity Now. Yeah, 93, man. Unbelievable. Thank you to the 26 people watching. Let's show some respect. Beautiful woman. And I think she would have liked this. I think she would have liked a moment of this.
Hell, I'd still hit it.
I came to kick ass and watch Sporking News podcast. And I am all ass.
We'll miss you. We'll miss you. All right, the next, oh my God, I did it. I keep screwing up things. Oh God, that was so funny. I'm so glad what I just didn't show up. I thought I I thought I hit the wrong button there and something crazy was about to pop up, a story that I know would have got me blocked. So I am glad I did not bring that up, because freedom of speech is not allowed on this. And when you want to talk about important things, you either have to have the F it money or the I don't give a crap channel. And it's not that I don't give a crap. Like, I kind of want to keep this going. I'm never going to think this is going to be a moneymaker. But I enjoy doing this, and I don't want to have to like not be able to post on this until something else like Rumble or Odyssey actually blows up a little bit more. But I wanted to talk about something, and I'm glad I did not bring that up. Man, now I want to talk about it. Forget it. But what we can talk about is a victory. Elon Musk. Elon buys 9% stake in Twitter, which 9% doesn't seem like a lot. It's a lot. Days after he criticized it over free speech. Elon, man, this is what I love about Elon Musk. He should be the poster child for like the left agenda. Okay. He created the electric car, like a viable electric car. Okay. A sleek, cool, affordable electric car. And even he believes they went too far. Even he had to move out of California. I mean, that just to me blows my mind. Maybe one day. Time Prophet, maybe one day. I hope he does. I hope, because there are things I would like to talk about on YouTube. Things that I think are important in America and for the world. And I feel like one side gets to talk about whatever they want and stress it as far as they want. There was a picture I reposted on Twitter. And I'll just say this is what I almost showed. And I really don't think because I show it, it would have got me in trouble. But it says, people have periods. You can find that post. It really actually made me feel a little gross. Okay. And that's what I was about to show by accident, because I was thinking about showing it and being like, what is this? But I erred on the side of judgment. But Elon Musk is taking a 9.2 stake in Twitter just days after Tesla's billionaire CEO criticized the social network for stifling free speech and publicly mused about creating a rival platform. An SEC filing revealed on Monday that Musk, the world's richest person with a fortune of more than $287 billion, I didn't realize he was the richest, according to Forbes, bought some 73.5 million shares of the company, which are worth an estimated $2.89 billion. News of the acquisition, which makes Musk Twitter's largest stock shareholder, ahead of Vanguard and Morgan Stanley and BlackRock. If you don't know what BlackRock is, look them up, people. I am so grateful he took over where BlackRock was. BlackRock is buying up houses and making it impossible. They want a renter's world out there. They don't want people to own anymore. They want a renter's market. So these people buy up houses and then make it impossible drive up the cost of other houses and make it impossible for people to buy their own homes in certain areas. That's what they want. They want you to rent. They don't want you to own, because if you don't own, and don't get me wrong, if you rent, I'm not saying you don't, but I know when I rented, I didn't take as much pride in the place I lived as I did when I bought my place. Okay? That is not a knock on anybody. I know people that rent and they keep what they live in immaculate, but it's somebody else's. I'm saying when you own, you have a piece of Americana. And I know not everybody could do that, or a piece of the world, wherever you live. And I know not everybody can do that. And it took me way longer than most people I know to buy a house, but them doing that is wrong. So I am so grateful he has taken that and moved up, It makes me happy to see that, because they are, to me, scum. Groups like that, Morgan Stanley and they're just these holding companies that want to control their narrative and allow these people that are the CEOs. I mean, the CEO of Twitter, the new CEO of Twitter, I always forget his name, literally said it's not about free speech. They're not there for free speech. They're there for their speech. Okay, that's literally like their speech. Maybe not literally what he said, but close to what he said. Because if I say literally, then I have to actually quote it, and I'm not quoting it. But that's what he said. And we need a place where, I don't know, a sitting president right before an election doesn't get kicked off so that people can't hear him speak. I mean, if his tweeting made people hate him anyways, why kick him off? Because people were starting to listen? I don't know. But when a social media giant, the Rockefeller of our era, can control the outcome of an election, we gotta be a little worried about that, people. And I love what Elon said. It's like the town square. Twitter is like the town square, because it is. It's where people go and get their information, their news, and it's leaning one way, and that shouldn't be that way. And I would say the same thing if it was leaning too far the other way. It shouldn't be like that. It should be free speech unless you are threatening people, threatening violence, threatening anything like that. Other than that, you should be allowed to say whatever the hell you want to say. No matter what it is. Ask the guy who hates me in my comment section. He said what he wanted to say. It was pretty freaking irate. But that's his right. Yeah, so he sent shares of Twitter soaring by more than, I wish I bought it at the time, 25% in the early trading on Monday. Musk has been raising questions about the ability to communicate freely on Twitter, tweeting last month about free speech in the social media platform. Free speech is essential to a functioning democracy. Do you believe Twitter rigorously adheres to this principle? He tweeted. The next day, Musk took a step further, writing, given that Twitter serves as the de facto public town square, failing to adhere to free speech principles fundamentally undermine democracy. What should be done? And everyone started saying, buy the thing. No one thought he would, but he did. In a separate tweet, Musk said that he was giving serious thought to creating a new social media platform. Oh my God, that'd be freaking awesome. Take the profit from this, because he made billions. I think he made like 8, and start a new one. I would totally drop Twitter in a heartbeat and go to that one. Doesn't do anything for me. Tech giants like Twitter, Facebook, Google, and Amazon have been accused by some conservatives and free speech advocates of banning users with unpopular views. It's true. Then Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey said last year that his company erred when it censored a New York Post article about Hunter Biden's laptop in weeks leading up to the presidential election. It erred? Dude, you literally buried one of the biggest stories about then candidate Biden's son. And that laptop was disgusting. Disgusting. What do you guys think? I mean, they control the freest country the world has ever seen. You could take it or leave it, but I believe so. When your election is thought to be corrupt, and I'm not saying ballots, I'm not saying anything, but at least in the control of information that beforehand, it really puts a black guy on freedom. I hold Twitter, YouTube, Google, Amazon, I hold them all responsible. Talking to you, Susan. Due to Twitter's share structure, Musk's stake in the company will give him far more influence over the site's operations than can be exerted by outside investors in tech giants like Meta or Google. While Zuckerberg holds special dual-class shares that effectively allow him to override Meta investors' objections and do whatever he wants, Twitter only has one class of shares. That means Twitter shares held by founder Jack Dorsey gives Dorsey the same voting power as shares held by Musk. Oh, I love it. God, Musk, you are... Man, what? That is a coup. Kudika, or however the hell you say it. Oh man, that's awesome. In a demonstration of the power that can be wielded by Twitter investors, Dorsey stepped down as Twitter's CEO in 2021 following a heated activist campaign from shareholder Elliott Management. Elliott held around 4% of Twitter share at that time, less than half of what Musk currently stakes. Dude, can you imagine? Musk can change the whole game. I didn't know that. Wow, that's crazy. That is insane, dude. I did not know that. Yeah, he owns these other things. Last month, the Securities and Exchange Commission on Tuesday filed papers in Manhattan federal court that noted that Tesla CEO was bound by a 2018 agreement to get permission in advance if he wished to tweet certain posts. Tesla said that this past November, the SEC sought information on our governance process around compliance with a September 2018 settlement between the company and the regular agency. The subpoena was issued just 10 days after Musk triggered a stock sell-off when he asked his Twitter followers if he should sell 10% of the stake in the company. He was just asking a question. Hey, fluctuate it, man. You have the power. Tesla's stock prices dipped by some 16% over the course of 2 days of trading that followed the tweet. As part of the settlement between Tesla and SEC, Musk agreed to step down as chairman and to appoint independent members to the company's board of directors. Man, that sucked. He also agreed to pay $20 million while the company kicked in another $20 million in fines. The SEC said Musk agreed to establish a new committee of independent directors and put in place additional controls and procedures to oversee his communications. That's crazy. Former President Donald Trump, who was kicked off the large social media platform immediately following the January 6th Capitol, I'm not going to use that next word, launched his own network, Truth Social, which bills itself as a conservative-friendly alternative Twitter. Is that up and running? If it is, I'll sign up for it. I didn't realize it was up and running yet. It rocketed to the #1 spot on Apple's free apps chart when it was made available for downloads in February, days after Trump made his only post on the site telling fans that your favorite president will see you soon. But a combination of technical glitches and lengthy waiting lists to join, a collapse of the share prices, and Trump's apparent disinterest in posting messages has marred the app's rollout. Wow, what do you guys think about that, though? Musk. Let's see. Mr. Grant Gregory, have you been showing stuff? Because I have not. Yeah, BlackRock wants to wreck the world. I can agree with that, man. I can agree with that. Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. What up, Nick? Good to see you, buddy. Oh, and Katina. How you doing, Katina Martin? Love ya. TT says these are privately owned websites. There will never be free speech in them. We will always have to be moderated by the rules of the owner of the website, which could change at any time. Okay, so TT, in an American company, they are privately owned, but if they're taxed a certain way, they have special taxes and their tax rating. And I forget, Grant, if you remember the actual... Okay, Grant, jump in if you remember the tax rate they get. But they're protected by a certain tax rating. And that means they are not a publisher, but they are an open platform. So by curbing people's free speech on their platform... Okay, go for it, Grant. Do you know what it is?
21%.
Mute for a second. What's that?
Yeah, 21% is the business tax rate.
Okay. Do you remember what it's called?
No, it's under a subset. It's funny because I was literally looking at this the other day for someone. It's a part of the CIT corporate tax rate.
Right.
Once they hit a certain thing, then they are considered an American company and have to abide by all laws that are associated with companies, whether they are a proprietary limited or even a sole
right.
A sole trader. Even if they are private, they still can't inflict any of these base laws. I said
Well,
they can't.
they can't bar you from these laws. What they
Yes,
can't do also, if they want to get that tax rate, you cannot be considered a publisher. The minute you start deciding whose messages are allowed and whose aren't, you're a publisher.
Yeah, and as a publisher, you then fall under a much higher tax bracket. And that's the reason why people don't want to be publishers.
Yeah, it's like 35%.
Yeah, it's an extra 20. No, it's an extra 21% on top.
Oh, it's an extra 21% on top.
Extra,
oh,
extra
wow.
21%. Yeah, so.
Yeah, no one wants that. No one wants that. That's why we need to keep them. We have to keep it honest. But when you have a government that backs them because they're the ones backing them also, it's like you scratch my back, I scratch yours. It allows it to happen. We're screwed. Ruggo, it's been a while, man. Good to see you. So yeah, TT, I hear what you're saying, but in an American company or someone who wants to partake and have their platform in America, you have to follow the laws. And one of the laws is if you are a publisher, you get taxed differently than if you are an open platform. Twitter is considered an open platform, but yet they act like a publisher. So that is that.
Yeah, it also varies slightly between state to state, apparently, as well, after looking it up.
Well, what do you think? Give me a second to get a drink here. What do you think about Elon taking control? You're a techie guy.
I think Elon doing it's a step in the right direction, but at the same time, is he going to have any actual say? Is it just going to be one of his company board of members that's going to be sitting on the board? Like, how much is he going to really be investing in it? That's the big question, because it could just be one of his lackeys, or I can't think of the guy's name. The guy he's essentially trying to train up to be the next version of him. It could be him. Who knows? Right.
Well, what I find interesting is I didn't realize Dorsey got knocked out of the CEO position by a guy who only held a group that held 4% shares.
Yes, but they also have a lot of pull with, when you get them, BlackRock and all those others that go together,
right.
Their percentages now goes up to 30%.
Right. So that's true. I didn't think of it that way.
But individually, Elon as a single person has the highest percentage of Twitter.
Yes. And I could see other groups that now have small percents, 1%, 0.5% backing him, though. And that could add up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think because when he jumped into it, their stock prices went up. I wouldn't be surprised if over that period of the next few days, he's acquired a few more percentages here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised that by the end of the financial year, his share goes up to maybe 12% or something like that. But I'm not 100% certain what the rules and the laws are when it comes to something like Twitter,
mm-hmm.
with the percentages that you can own.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's getting his fingers in all the right pies. It depends on how thin he's spread is the main thing.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. See, I always know you know that stuff. You want to stay on? You can stay on or jump in and out. Stay on because I like talking to you.
Yeah, sure. I can do that.
And I love my Sporkmotics. Thank you, Jane. I love that name.
Sporkmotics.
Hashtag Sporkmotics. We are getting that to be a thing. We're at 21. I have 2,145 subs. If you are not a sub, please sub. We have 23 people watching right now. If you're not a sub, why not? Section 230. Thank you. Section 230.
Smash that like button. We're at 44. Let's see if we can get to 50.
Yeah, let's get to 50. Smash the like button. Ah, what's up, man? He's falling into the yelling at cars type of guy. He's in the Dick's Division world. If you don't know, I always say Brahma Bull. Make sure you follow this dude. Check out his YouTube channel. I haven't gotten to stream yet with him, but I've heard good things.
You'll get along. He has a very similar barber to you.
Oh, good. Don't overshadow me, dude. I mean, yeah, no, I'm glad. Anybody sitting on the board is going to get listed in a big way, though. I doubt he'd have to flex or do much begging to get someone his account back. for example, right?
Yeah. But also the thing is, he's probably going to be playing more of the long game, where he's just going to be sitting and waiting. He might be holding on to that percentage purely and simply for the next time something big comes up, just to put his hand up. He might be essentially a silent partner in this until another controversy comes up and then weighs in.
Right. That one you're talking about? He looks a little different. You made this for me, didn't you?
Yeah.
I love that. I think that one looks good. I did shave the beard. It was one of those things where I was like, oh shoot, I shaved it too. Oh damn, too short. Oh son. Oh, I screwed that. And I just was like, I'm going short again. You ever do that?
All the time.
Oh, I hate it, man.
Apparently, when I shave, I tilt my head, so when I line up my my things, it's uneven.
Yeah, dude. I try my hardest. Like, I got like a chin and a half now. I got double. If I do that, I got a double chin. But like, I try to get it nice. And my buddy always asks me, he's like, "Oh, who lines up your stuff?" I'm like, "Me." He's like, "Oh, looks good." I'm like, "Really?" Because I'm always like, "Am I getting this right?"
Everyone knows you're good at lines.
I have been good at lines, man. I have many years of that. Yeah, dude. Anytime. Sorry, you do it. You bald warriors. We are. I like that. Release the McCracken. Dude, Release the McCracken's trying to hook me up with someone cool. I have not emailed him yet, but I will. Thank you for that. Thank you for the I'm like, I don't know what to say to him. Like, I feel like I'm reaching above my level. So DM me again. Give me a little, maybe what I should say. Because I feel like an idiot asking if this person will come. I feel like I'm too small of a channel to ask, but maybe I'm not. I'll have to tell you about that later, Grant.
Should just get your producer to do it.
I could get my producer to do that. That'll sound good, but it's good to see you, man. Thank you for, once again, really, like, that connection could be something cool, man. So I really appreciate you. Let's see. Wait a minute. Awesome one. Don't go Walton short. Never go Walton short. No. He might be live right now, but he is short. I hope you make it up with Walton soon. Maybe a coffee will help. I have nothing. Walton and I are fine, dude. Walton and I decided, look, he had to go work for like 6 weeks and he wasn't going to be on YouTube. And I also said, you know what? Everybody sees it as just Scott and Walton and Scott. Let's like do our own things for a while and make our own channels. So that's the only reason. I still love a Walton, man. I'll always back Walton. Oh God. Yeah, we won. Thank you, Mad. Yeah, see? Guinea Pig Collective hooking a brother up. Thank you. Mad never does that. Mad never says people here. Never. Does he? Ever? Grant? I try to help him out. I even showed up on his show at like 5 o'clock this morning. Just try to help him out. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, all right. So let's, what is my next article? All right. Let us see. What did I have in my description? Should probably talk about one of those things. Disney execs eat their own. Yeah, I should probably talk about that. This one. Marvel Studios executive Victoria Alonso. I hate her. Blasts Disney CEO Bob Chapek at GLAAD Media Awards. Like, why? Why? Let us find out. Yeah. If you don't remember Victoria Alonso, she was the one that claiming the name X-Men is outdated. She recently blasted Disney CEO Bob Chapek while accepting the award for outstanding film for the Eternals. Oh, GLAAD. You guys don't even have good... You're supposed to have good taste. You're GLAAD. You know, like, aren't you guys all about, like, the hip taste and the sharp clothes? Is that wrong? I don't know.
Sharp clothes, probably. I don't know what that means.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Deadline reports that while accepting the award, Alonso stated, if you are a member of the LGBTQIA community...
Notice how she didn't have the plus? That's a little bit bigoted.
Yeah, that is really bigoted of her. God, she's so behind the times. And you work at Walt Disney Company. The last 2 or 3 weeks have been a sad event. I've asked Mr. Chapek for courage in a 40-minute sit down. Okay. Dude, I have fixed the scroll sensitivity on this thing and it still does not go slow. I asked him to look around, and truly, if what we sell is entertainment for the family, we don't choose what family. Family is the entire room. Family is the family in Texas, Arizona, and Florida, and in my family, in my home. She revealed the contents of their 45-minute conversation. Okay, I'm going to say this one more time. Walt Disney World is not supposed to sell an ideology. It is supposed to sell magic. It's supposed to sell dreams. That goes for anybody. Family with 2 moms, a family with 2 dads, the nuclear family, single parent families, kids being raised by their grandparents, single people, divorced people, like anybody falls in line. It's just there to sell imagination. It is not there to push one group so hard right now because why? Because other groups got benefits years ago. Like everybody's allowed to go there and dream. Why do we have to now focus on just one group or the other? It aggravates the shit out of me. Shang-Chi. She then said, so I asked you again, Mr. Chapek, please respect if we're selling family. Take a stand against all of these crazy outdated laws. Take a stand for the family. Stop
selling shit to the Middle East. Plain and simple. You've got all these countries who have being gay as a crime, yet you're still selling your products over there. You're still shooting. You're still doing all that sort of stuff over there.
Yep.
They're picking their battles based purely and simply on aesthetics.
Yep.
This one looks good at the moment because it's trending, and I don't know. It's not going to do anything. They know that. Chapek took a stand for the business to make the business money, and it went in the right direction.
Yep.
But unfortunately, I have no idea why, because it's the first time we've ever seen him fold like origami. And he did it that quick.
Right. He really did. And you're so right, dude.
Yeah, I mean that's an Iger move. That's not a Chapek move. Like,
right.
That's the weird thing about it, because he's cold and calculated, and he's a businessman. He's a pencil pusher.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden he's doing this. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they threatened to get rid of him or something, or there's something else there, because it was the quickest turnaround in the history of the company when it comes to something.
You're right. And
especially in a state where they fund all sides, so they are. It's not like they're
it's Democrat, it's conservative, yeah. And what kills me is that you hit it Middle East, not just the Middle East. You filmed a movie right next to a Uyghur camp, kind of a work camp, we'll say, a Uyghur with a Uyghur in China, and then thanked that providence, like Disney
and a certain party that has communistic ways. Let's just say
yes. You put Finn this big in the American photo and this big in the Chinese photo. You guys are hypocrites.
They put Black Panther's mask on through all the promotions.
Yes.
All the trailers. You never saw his face once. Right.
The big gay kiss in Rise of Skywalker removed in the Chinese version, but they're all about it.
This is the thing. That they're picking their battles based purely and simply on what's going to look good at the time.
Yep.
And the fact of the matter is, they might not be a family-friendly company, but if they produce family-friendly content, then that's what people are seeing them as.
Right.
And they're getting those two things mixed up.
Yeah, they really are. Wait, how do I do the salute thing? I don't even know what that is.
Small 0 and then a 7. A small O and then a 7.
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, dude, they're such hypocrites, and this bill is for 8 and under, 8-year-olds and under. Why would we even be talking about their own genders at that time? Like, that's what blows my mind. They're fighting a bill. It's not like teaching kids in college or even high school or even 7th grade and above. Like, we had health class when we started talking about sex ed. I think it was 7th grade.
Yeah, well, I don't know what it was like there, but we had to get all permission slips and everything. The parents had to know what it was because there were a lot of, I'll just say, religious kids from different religions whose parents didn't want them learning any of that sort of stuff.
Right.
And I think our first sex ed was in year 5, so we would have been 11, 12, sort of thing. So that's
okay.
All
right. So you guys even started maybe a little younger than us. I think we were like 12, 13. Yeah, because it was our second last year of primary school that they had it, and then in our first year of high school, which is our year 7, it was also taught then. But even then, you still had to have permission to do any of those sort of classes up until 16. Right.
And so now they want to do it and hide it behind the back because they think that all parents are gonna attack their kids because, I mean, they're doing the same thing that the Puritans did in the 90s. Well, someone think about the children, but they're doing it to indoctrinate them into stuff.
Yes, and it's disgusting, man.
The whole don't say gay bill nonsense or everything. One doesn't say anything about that, but they're equating the protection of children from grooming with gay people. That's so homophobic.
Yeah, it really is. Listen to the rest of what she says, too. She's out of her mind. This is what she's saying. She said to Chapek, "Stop saying you tolerate us." What does that even mean? He tolerates who? Nobody tolerates me. Let me tell you that. You tolerate the heat in Florida, the humidity in Arizona. There is no humidity in Arizona or Florida. The dryness in Arizona and Texas. Okay. It's drier. Why is there? I don't know what she meant by that. And you tolerate a tantrum in a 2-year-old, which you want to teach genders to, but you don't tolerate us. We deserve the right to live, love, and to have. Yes, you do. Everybody does. More importantly, we deserve an origin story. Alonso, what?
What exactly does that mean, though?
Is that Oreo cookie story? Because I saw that today.
What an Oreo?
Did you see the Oreo cookie one?
No, I did not.
Oh, the guy coming out to his Asian family? That was good.
No.
You got to watch that one. It's on Twitter. I don't know how it sells Oreos, but I don't know. So after pointing out a member of the audience named Max, Alonso then declared, "I encourage all of you to stop being silent. Silence is death. Silence is poison. But if you don't stand up, if you don't fight, if you don't give your money, and if you don't vote, then all we can do is have a party and be gay. Fight, fight, fight. As long as I am at Marvel Studios, I will fight for representation for all of us." Unfriggin' believable, dude. I don't even know what she's talking about.
Yeah, I was looking for the word salad thing because that's what I felt like it was.
Oh yeah, word salad.
Yeah, it was somewhere in there.
That's for mad. Where is it? There it is. Bam, 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 ba, da, 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 da. It is word salad too. Yeah, that is the dumbest thing, man. Like, she is just throwing out, like, I gotta throw out things and say things because it'll make me sound like I'm saying stuff. Is this her? Is this the? Oh, is this it? Oh, we gotta watch this. Hold on.
Please, respected or selling family, take a stand against all these crazy, outdated laws.
I mean, is it outdated if they just put it in this year?
I was about to say that also. Also, didn't she say she said this in a private conversation with him?
Oh, yeah.
Is this the private conversation?
Could that get you fired? I mean, like, you had a private conversation with your CEO? Like, could that get you fired? If you're allowed telling the world?
Probably not. But then again, it is America, so probably.
God love America. Unless you're in a union, you could probably get fired over shit like that.
Yeah. Who
I don't
knows?
know.
Take a stand for the family. Stop saying that you tolerate us. Nobody me, let me tell you that.
I see some broad shoulders with strapless dresses going on over here.
Yeah,
Woo!
I was gonna say I don't mind that red hairdo of the person. Yeah,
People are people.
yeah.
And I think I'll go mad high voice when I don't know what else to say and I might be lying. I think it looks really good.
I thought that guy was not wearing a shirt over just near the red one. It's really pink. He's wearing a real or aggressive salmon. I think it's called now, not pink.
It could be.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks great.
You tolerate the heat in Florida, the humidity in Arizona or Florida, the dryness in Arizona and Texas, and you tolerate a tantrum in a 2-year-old. But you don't tolerate us. We deserve the rights to live, to love, and to have. More importantly, we deserve an origin story. Max deserves an origin story.
Who's Max?
Yeah. Did they say maps?
I
Or
thought it was
Max?
Max. Let's
Okay,
see.
'cause
Hold
what-
on.
Max deserves.
Okay, Max. Okay.
Max and Jinx, friends forever. Can you call the movie?
No.
Oh, man. Joaquin Phoenix, before he was Joaquim, he was Leaf Phoenix. A little movie called Space Camp. Huh, classic. That's a Mad Barber movie. You guys should watch that. Space Camp.
I don't think I've seen.
You've never seen Space... Dude, because of Space Camp, my next door neighbors went to Space Camp 2 years in a row, and I was so jealous of them. Oh, man. Their parents won Win for Life, so it was like $1,000 a month. And back in the 80s, that's a lot of freaking money.
Oh,
They
wait
got
a
to go to
minute. Yes,
Space
no,
Camp.
I haven't actually seen it, but I've
Yeah.
seen pictures and that from it. So
I want to say it's Joaquin Phoenix. It's, what's his name who played Thanos?
Josh Brolin.
Yeah, Josh Brolin. I think it's Josh Brolin.
Josh
We'll
Brolin's in
have to
everything,
look it
so
up.
just
We'll look it
say
up.
Josh
Yeah, just
Brolin?
Josh Brolin. Leah Thompson, we'll say, because she was in everything back then. You know, people like that. We're gonna look up the cast after this. I love her fire right now in her pantsuit.
An origin story.
Okay, I mean, that's a kid. I hope Max gets what Max deserves. Who's that right there? Is that Angelina Jolie?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, that smile. I hate that smile.
Yeah.
It's so disingenuous.
It's so fake.
Oh.
So fake.
So Max identifies as a female because it said her story.
Oh.
Yeah, so. Oh, I've got the same jacket as that bloke in the background.
The blue one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's a smooth jacket right there.
Yeah, I got it up for dead person.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. We'll have to talk about that sometime.
Yeah. Oh, wait, now they're saying he.
Yeah, wait a minute. We got to go back for a second.
Did I must have misheard it.
I thought I heard a she too.
Max deserves an origin story.
Oh no.
Okay. Might have been something toy. It's audio quality is terrible.
All of you to stop being silent. Silence is death, as Joey's word.
Who's being silent though?
I don't know. It's been the loudest group of people I've ever seen. They're the smartest group of people. Like, I got to give them credit, dude. Like, it's almost like you're now forcing us to say us and them when I always just, they're friends. They're people I know. They're other human beings. And now you have forced it that we're a group against that group and that we're not being heard, even though we're 11% of, society, yet we take about 30% of media. Like it's unbelievable. Like they have other groups, I guess, should really take note because they did it right.
That guy in the background's got a nice red flowy dress.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like a muumuu. Is that Justin Proper? No, it's not Justin Proper. No. I wouldn't say he'd be wearing a muumuu. I'm just saying. It's got
so
that.
If he did, it'd be the best muumuu.
He would look way better in a muumuu than that dude. I would pull off a muumuu if I'm going to wear anything. It's free, it's flowing.
You're supposed to keep it on, not pull it off.
Well, I mean, depends on how the night goes. You know what I mean? Anywho.
It's poison. But if
Ooh, Sanchez Chate. Watch this dude walk in the peach.
It's poison.
Bam.
Yeah, it's like I am on the catwalk. I'm on the catwalk.
Then all we can
On the catwalk. Is that Tori Spelling?
You're going full drop dead. No, it's not. Yes, and a glad thing. You're 100%. It is. Yep.
I will fight for representation.
Yeah, bring it, Alonso. Feel that crowd. Max's origin story. This is powerful. I'd rather have Max as Captain America or Captain Marvel. I would watch a Max as Captain Marvel other than what's her name? I'm just saying.
Captain Fate.
Well, I mean Max Marvel, Captain
That makes more sense.
and then Captain Plank. Yeah, I know. Shaking everywhere. All right, well that was fun.
Well, it's hard to give a standing ovation while you're still holding the camera.
Yeah, right. So I don't know what Chapek did wrong. So
because he backed away from it, from his original statement. He didn't.
Oh, so they wouldn't take a public stance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's got to be on the front line. He doesn't need to be running the company. He needs to be going against the bills that they don't like.
So let's remind everybody what the bill is. HP 1557 in the state of Florida states classroom instruction by school personnel or third parties on sexual orientation or gender identity may not occur in kindergarten through grade 3 or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students in accordance with state standards. Wow, those outdated
But
bigots.
I mean, this also goes for, this isn't based purely and simply on gay relationships or trans. This is all of it. That's including
all genders.
It's including if a teacher comes in and he's talking about him and his girlfriend, and what they've done and that sort of stuff. That's equally as bad.
Right.
Right. People only seem to think it's a one-sided sort of thing. At that age, they need to be learning how to think and how to do things. That's sort of like it's confusing enough for us as adults.
Right.
Let alone kids who don't even know the difference between two colors.
I love what Southern Bella 7777 is saying. Max is not even in third grade, and I'm sure every person and their mother there has heard Max's story. I wouldn't doubt it. I don't even know who Max is. They all know Max's story. They're not.
I think it's funny if they don't. They're all up clapping. They're like, "Yeah, Max," and they're like, "Who the fuck is Max?"
Yeah. Was I supposed to pay attention during Max's origin story? What is going on here? Yeah, we're just toxic men. Yeah. Origin story. You decided you couldn't stand toxic masculinity any longer, so you rocketed yourself to a distant planet, never to return. Oh man. Thank you, Scott. Now I have the song "I'm Too Sexy" stuck in my head. You're welcome.
Great. Now I'm gonna have to download Drop Dead Fred again. Thank you.
That's all right. I don't know how I did. I got one of my coworkers. He tried to talk shit on Bert and Ernie, so I started doing "Rubber Ducky, You're the One. You make bath time lots of fun." And I was singing the song, and he was like, "You son of a bitch." I'm like, "They're not gay." Why is it? I find it to be homophobic to think that two heterosexual friends can't take a bath together.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, sometimes your bro just needs a scrub.
It happens in Japan all the time. I watch anime.
Oh, yeah. Hey, sometimes you're washing your bro and things just go off. It happens. It's
Right.
normal.
Exactly.
That's why liquid soap was invented.
What do you guys think? Is this classroom instructed by, this HB 1557 going too far? I think up into third grade, I think is actually kind of light. I don't think we should be talking about genders and stuff like that till kids actually question their own.
Well, I was under the assumption that that's the way it went anyway.
I did too.
It just wasn't written in law. Like,
oh, don't forget, the bill also gives parents the option to withhold consent, or decline any specific healthcare services offered by the school. Parental consent to a healthcare service does not waive the parent's right to access his or her student's educational or health records, or to be notified about a change in his or her student's services or monitoring as provided by this paragraph. Because there have been schools where, how do I say this? Parents were not told what happened in school health-wise to their children in certain states under the age of 18.
and that was legal.
It was allowed. Legal. It was allowed. And there's on record. Now, I'm not going to say exactly what happened because I can't verify it, but there has been, I'll tell you afterwards, but in California, there has been nurses and healthcare providers in school that may have given kids certain things without their parents' consent during this last 2-year period.
Well, I mean, it's to me, it's setting up a groomer's paradise if that's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, also Virginia governor who lost after he said, lost re-election after he said parents don't have a right to be involved in their children's choice of education, like what they're learning. It blows my mind.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, if that's the case, then they have the choice what schools they can go to. You don't lock people in to a district if that's where they live, that they can only go there. If that school is going to teach that and you don't want your kid to teach it, you should have the right to be able to take them to any school.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You can't have it both ways. And I mean, obviously he's a fan of Brave New World if he thinks that the state should be deciding everything for the child.
Yeah. And let's not, dude, I love how everybody's coming after Christopher F. Rufo. Follow him, dude. The journalist Christopher F. Rufo on Twitter. He is getting a lot of hate right now, but he exposed the Disney execs who revealed themselves in a Disney, Zoom or meeting they had. They want to indoctrinate children into a disordered lifestyle. If you haven't seen that video, watch it. It's freaking disturbing what these people are saying. In a Disney meeting, Disney, the people that are supposed to talk about dreams and fairies and other things.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, it was a very illuminating sort of thing. Finding out that there is such thing as an actual gay agenda, I didn't know that.
Yeah, right.
I thought that was just something that freaking weirdos in the 90s made up.
Dude, I remember when my cousin came out to us, and family friend, but considered a cousin. And back then, that was something big, and the way.
Wow, so he went from a cousin, he came out gay, and then you disowned them? Wow,
yeah.
Now they're just a friend. Wow, see how it is.
She came out gay, and I was like, about time, we all kind of knew. And like the feeling she felt of relief, being able to say it to me and my sister was something special I was allowed to be a part of. A kid that went to school with me was bullied, and I made people stop bullying him because he was gay. I never gave a shit about any of this. If the person was a cool person, I supported them in whatever they want. But the idea to indoctrinate children disgusts me. And that's in any way indoctrinate children. Like, as a parent, you have a right to raise your children in the moral beliefs you have. And for anybody to try, like, that's like saying, okay, you are a Jehovah's Witness. I don't agree with your religion. I am going to indoctrinate your kid and make sure they eat cupcakes on their birthday and realize how fun it is to celebrate Christmas. Like, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Especially
birthdays.
No, yeah, you're right about that. I always felt bad for that one kid in grammar school. I never understood until I was much older. But like, it really is. Yeah, here's Christopher. This was just reimagining tomorrow. It scared me to watch this. Adding queerness to children's programming. Like, I don't mind them having two moms or two dads, but we don't need to explain it. We don't have to like push the agenda. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, I think that when they have something like that and they over-explain it, it's like,
Yes.
oh, I'm going to my mum's place, and my mum's place, you know, because I have
Yeah.
two mums.
Yeah,
because they're gay.
They're super
Did I tell
gay.
you- Yeah, they're super gay. It's like they had I can't remember what the show was. It was a Disney show, and there was a young kid in it. It was like it was a big deal that he was gay in it.
Yeah.
And they addressed it, and they had an episode, and it's like, do you look at me any different? He's like, what you do is fine by me. I don't care. And people were like, oh no, they needed to go harder. They needed to do this. They needed to do that. I'm like, why? Why treat a kid any different?
Right.
If
Right.
they come, that's the thing. It's like to use the term normal is it's an antiquated term. But
Mhm.
the fact of the matter is that this sort of stuff has been normalized.
Right.
So when we're talking about a kid coming out to their friends as gay, if they treated them any different, then that's wrong.
Right.
If you're giving the guy shit every day of his life, and then you stop because he's gay, that's wrong. If you start doing it because he's gay, that's also
Mhm.
wrong. I don't understand the side that wants to protect gay people and has the not so secret gay agenda, that as soon as someone comes out as gay, they automatically treat them differently.
Right. Right. That
And
right
then
there,
Yeah.
I mean, explains it all. Like, you're treating somebody differently for who they are, even if it's positive or negative. It's wrong. It's
Yeah,
wrong.
I mean, I remember back in the day when a person did between their sheets was their business. Who they voted for was their business, because it's got nothing to do with me. Their decisions in life do not affect me. I don't want them to push it on me, and I won't push my stuff on them.
Right. Right.
But now that's considered violence. Unless you're an activist for that thing, you are automatically against it.
Well, that's what she was even saying. Like, silence is in a way violence now. Like, if you don't speak up, you're actively against us. And it's like, for the longest time, we kept quiet because we're like, this will pass, or yeah, they got a right to feel the way they feel. And it just emboldened people to be more aggressive and more in your face and more destructive to society. And I can't stand it. Yeah. I'm not doubting that, man. I'm with you on that.
Strangely enough, the Russian one's gone up, though. I don't know if that has anything to do with current events or their ad campaign. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Freaking Z kids don't want to clean their room, and kids in Ukraine are getting AKs handed to them to fight for their neighborhood. It's the world we live in is just out of control. First
the
world
ones that-
problems are disgusting.
yeah, but I mean, this is the right that you have by living in the country that you do.
Yeah.
If you live, and that's the biggest problem. That's great.
Mhm.
Everyone has someone that has something worse than what they have, or better, and you can't live your life vicariously through anyone either way.
Yep. I'm with you, man. It's nuts. It's nuts. So I was going to close with this because I'm not going to do it 2 full hours tonight. Still feeling a little under the weather. But a lot of people at the Grammys hitting Will Smith back. What did you hear any of these, and did you keep up on this?
Noah's one was pretty timid, and I think LeVar Burton's was even worse.
His
it
was
was
funny.
I mean, I feel like these jokes were worse than Chris Rock's. Like,
Yes.
like I mean, they're less funny about it. Now I feel like I'm freaking defending Will Smith, which is the complete opposite. Like,
Yeah, not me. Not me.
like,
I love like
there's so many good jokes that you can tell about this, but because people are hammering it with the same style of jokes and everything, it's almost turning it into a cliche now. When anyone ever gets up on the award ceremony, it's going to be the new thing. And
Yeah.
it's going to be like each year the laughter is going to get a little bit down until it's just a chuckle, and then no one will say something for 10 years and bring it back. They'll be like, I remember that.
Right. I mean,
it's like what's that sort of popular, and then
yeah, but LeVar Burton was the one that caught me off guard. Like, he comes up, I want to warn you all that our next presenter is a comedian, if you know what I mean, and then he says, so I need to caution everybody, remain in your seats, keep your hands to yourself, all right? Burton. Another guy came up wearing a helmet, a comedian wearing a helmet. Like, I just found it really funny. Like, you know what? Laugh at the man, because he took it so personal from a comedian. Comedians, you have to now go after that, because that's what comedy does. They point out the hypocrisy. They point out the flaws in things. That's comedy, man. Comedy is there. Yeah. Comedy's supposed to hurt a little bit sometimes, like sometimes when the joke's on you, it hurts, but it's a joke. Take it, laugh at it. It's been 10 years, 8 months, and 32 days or 23 days since I've seen a new George R. R. Martin, A Song of Ice and Fire book. That's a joke to me now.
it's a pretty funny one.
It's a painful joke. It's fucking painful. I don't know who Ali and AJ are, but they were caught in the crossfire. Do you know who they are? Oh, let's see what his daughter said. Willow, God, what she's got a shaved head too.
You get it?
Support a mom. Support mom.
Your video's gonna start playing.
Oh. She tweeted, the meaning of life is found in challenge.
Yes, because growing up a multi-millionaire with the luxury and lifestyle that you had, you fully understand challenge.
Right. No clue. No freaking clue. This is what does bother me. Like, leave Louis C.K. alone, people. Okay? He's not even white. Everybody, that white dude, it's because he's white. He's not white. He uses C.K. because it's close to how his Hispanic name sounds. You idiots. And Will Smith did this like a week ago. Louis been, paying for it for like 5 years.
This has almost got as much legs as Frosk. I mean,
yeah, exactly, dude.
I mean, shit. Come on, Alec Baldwin shoots someone, or Jack Murphy bring out another video or something like.
Shit, R. Kelly. I mean, R. Kelly. Think about him. 15, 20 years. It's been 20 years since the first time we heard about what he did to women, and whatever.
I mean, when you think about it now, that one of his big early investments was in a company that mainly manufactures glass tables. You think, oh, okay, that's kind of a bit of a weird thing. He must have been into some really disgusting sort of stuff. But we can't talk about it because it's ruining his life, man.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, shut up, man. I'm so done with these people. I tried to like this other guy. I tried to have like an adult conversation with somebody, but when they want to hate you, they're going to hate you. So screw them. So look, Will, stop being a whiner. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Mr. Grant Gregory for Australian $2. Hail for your first Propaheda. Cheers and many more. Thank you. And thank you to Troy, my Propaheda. I really appreciate it. Thanks, man. Oh, God, that's some good shit. All right. I think we're going to call it a night. Get some sleep. I was going to go before yelling at parked cars, guys. Make sure you check out ETEP 101 Akui on the Place to Be review. He has his Monday night throwdown.
Yeah, Monday night going in Raw, I think, or something like that.
Going in Raw.
Yeah, it's not about unprotected sex, which was, I didn't realize when I first went on there. So
I was looking forward to it, though.
Extremely off topic.
Yeah, I know, and it was a bad look. He is actually live right now. I will give you guys the link. Let him know I sent you. He has the beautiful Red Gaze, Vinny Art, and Tony Tone Def on. So make sure you guys know. Tell him I sent you because, it'd be nice if they supported me every once in a while. That's a lie. I'm just kidding. Eric, thank you, my friend. Thank you for being a new channel member. Thank you to everyone for being here tonight. I love you all.
Sporkmotics.
Yeah. Thank you to the Sporkmotics. Jane, what a good one. I got to get a shirt or something now. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you tip your waiters and don't forget this too.
What a story, Sporking.
Yeah, you can say that again.
What a story, Sporking.
It's true. It's true. You love that. That was you. All you. You did a great job with that. Guys, have a great night. Be safe. Go check out ETEP 101 Akui and then get over to Dick's Division and support those guys too. Tell them I said hello because I'm not going to make it tonight. Peace out, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Grant Gregory, for everything you do.
Thank you very much for having me on.
Later, my friend. You are the best. Yeah, Sporkmotics. I rip off bigger channels 'cause I'm inferior to them.